Good to see you. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome on board. Welcome to Vinel TV. I just want to say a massive thank you to those of you guys who have been subscribing to my channel. I appreciate you. Thank you very much indeed. It means so much to us. It helps us to grow. Thank you very much. When you subscribe to this channel, it gives opportunity to come on board anytime we put stuff out there, anytime we put new content, and for people to for you to see it and for you to understand and see anytime we put new content. So today you can see the topic we want to discuss. We want to talk about how investing is one of the key to financial freedom, right? And I thought to come in just to speak to people about it because it is something that I'm very passionate about. Is something that I want to kind of give people idea really and to show people that it's possible. You know, I received this question. Someone asked me about have I ever lost money in investing. It's something that I want to kind of share with you, but also tell you that investing is fun, but also it's a risky business. Okay, I have lost money investing before. Okay, but what actually matters is if you know the company that you invested in, if you do your fundamental, if you research that company inside out, you don't need to panic. Okay, so that is something that I want to share. But also I want to talk to you about the why investing is key to financial freedom. We only got 24 hours in a day. Okay, and hence we got 24 hours in a day. It's really crucial that one try to develop another ways to earn money in a smart way, without you working your box off, or without you worrying about how to make ends meet. Okay, investing give you opportunity. It gives you opportunity basically not to worry about money. It gives you that freedom to spend time with your family, spend time with your loved ones, and do things that you really like, things you want to do. It gives you opportunity to go on for holiday, like I said, you spend more time with your family and loved ones, and you don't have to worry about whether you are a single or not. But how do you go about this? It's about you trying to develop a strategy, go into investing with an open mind, but also understand that there's a volatility. Investing or market is cynical in the sense that it goes up and down with the news. So investing leads to financial freedom if you know what you are doing, if you have this mindset that that a lot of people, a lot of successful investors out there, they have lose without losing money you can't gain, or without losing there will be no winning. Okay, so a lot of people have lost money investing in stock market, but they stick in there for the long run and eventually they won. So what I'm trying to encourage you is also understand that the fundamental to investing is one need to be there in a long run, and also don't worry about the volatility in the market, because there's always volatility in the market anyway. Investing or market goes with the news, it goes with what is happening. And if you know the company you are investing, you know the fundamental, know the management team, know the inside out of that company, so, you won't have to worry about whether your portfolio is decreasing or not. Because what actually matters is that unless you sell that portfolio, then you will incur loss. You incur that loss. You can see your portfolio right now is right now maybe a certain amount of money, and suddenly you see it decrease. You go down maybe 10% or 20%. Some people start panicking. What I'm telling you is there's no need to panic unless you sell that investment. Okay, then you won't recruit that money. But if you know that you are investing for the long run, so you won't have to panic about when your portfolio goes down 10% or 20%. Because if you are not panicking, then you are there in the long run. So obviously you will still recoup that investment. But also another thing is about investing in dividend paying stock, or investing in dividend that will give you a cash flow. It's not that stock market can goes up and down, but also there's so many investment portfolio out there. You can go into real estate. It's pretty much like a monopoly. When you buy one house, right, that generates you a 10%, like $10 or £10 in a month. Then if you got two houses, that will be $10 times 2, which is $20. The same thing with a pound. So it's like investing is, if you understand monopoly, it is something that will, is where to go. You understand that investing is like, it's an opportunity for you. There is a vessel for you to generate income. You generate income by receiving a dividend if you invest in a stock, dividend paying stock. Okay, if you invest in a bond, you receive interest for your investment. The same thing with applicable, like if you invest in a company, you can get a loyalty or discount from that company. Okay, but one thing I want you to understand is having this mindset. Don't worry about losing money. If you worry about it, then you will not actually, make headway. They say there's no, if there's no lose, there will no winner. So you must have this mindset that, even if your portfolio, like I said earlier, goes down, don't worry about it unless you are in need of that cash that particular time. But if you don't need that cash that particular time, you don't need to worry. You know that your investment is still there. But if you invest in dividend paying stock, you can receive some dividend. I know here in UK or US or even elsewhere abroad, some companies do pay dividend twice a year or once in a year. So if you invest in a dividend paying stock, that will give you opportunity to use that dividend you receive and buy more of that company, or do more investment, and allow your investment to grow and compound. Compound is when you have invested in this company and they pay you a dividend. So use that dividend you receive and buy more of that share from that company. Okay, so what actually matters is generating a cash flow. Generating a cash flow is, there's no any other way to do this other than you using an investment as a tool, or into real estate. Into real estate is, someone, you buy a house and put a tenant in that property, and you receive income from that property on monthly basis. Okay, this is what successful investors are doing. But one need to understand is, if you are working or if you are whatever, you do to put some money aside. If you put some money aside and use it to invest, I'm sure it will lead to one, financial freedom if you make a good plan. Because we got 24 hours a day, and you can only do, sometimes if it's like a profession, medical profession, you can do like long hours. You know, you don't really spend much time with your family. So this is really why, investing give you opportunity, because sometimes it's like a passive income, especially dividend paying stock. What you know is, at the end of the year, that company is there, and if they pay dividend, you'll be surprised, money will be going to your bank account, on every 6 months or yearly, no matter how much it is. Okay. But if you think about it, a lot of people are scared of investing. But if you're people who are scared of investing, excuse me, this is water. People who are scared of investing also got these issues they need to worry about, because if you don't invest, obviously people will be worrying about money all the time. You'll be worrying about how to make ends meet. Okay. And also you will depend on your family or government or friends in order to survive. But if you're an investor, if you invest and make a plan and invest in the long run, you'll be surprised how your portfolio will grow. And investing will give you opportunity, because you'll be surprised, suddenly you receive dividend. But you can't rely on people, to live. You can't be worrying about family or government, whether government will support you or not. This is the reason why, one need to make, try to put some money aside, do some savings, also invest. So investing is a part of key to financial freedom, because it gives you a passive income. But people are scared of this. It should be fun. And why investing should be fun? If you know that company, you know that it's really a game. You are doing it for a purpose. And the good thing about it, if you want to invest, is pretty much like, for you to invest with the money that you don't really want to touch. If you are investing just to make quick bucks straight away, that might not happen, because there's volatility in the market. So there's a need for you to be there in the long run. There's a need for you to be there in the long run. And once you're a good investor, you don't need to worry about, because you have done the fundamental, you know the technical analysis of that company, and you invest your money there. So it's a question of you staying there and hanging there. Don't worry about the volatility in the market. So this is a question I was asked, whether I lost money at all in the investing. Yes, I have. And that doesn't mean that I'm a failure. It's a failure to me. No, you need to understand that one need to lose before gain. A lot of successful investors have lost big time before they won big time as well. So it's sort of giving you idea. Is investing is also something that will give one freedom. It's something that will give one freedom to spend time with your loved ones. You can't work, 24/7. So there should be other ways for you to generate income, generate a passive income. This is where investing comes. And I remember Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. and cash flow quadrant will tell you that, it say investing is a fun, and if you don't invest, then you will be worrying about how to make ends meet all the time. You will be worrying about, how are you gonna survive. You will be depending on your family, depending on the government. But investing should be fun. I think it's also one need to read, and research, because this is where to go. Financial literacy is where to go. How to read about technical analysis of a company, how to do a research about a company you want to invest in, or area is pretty much like if we are into real estate. If you want to buy a property, you'll be thinking, how am I gonna, it's pretty much starts small. Don't think about, going too big, because you need to generate a cash flow first and use that cash to invest. Robert Kiyosaki will tell you that, there's 4 cash flow quadrants. If you're an employee, okay, and self-employed, right? And this side, business owner and investing. In that four cash flow quadrant, what he's saying is, for people to make it, for you to be financial free, you need to be on the right side of the quadrant. You need to be business owner or investor. So you need to move away from being an employee or self-employed and move to the right quadrant. So to become a big time business owner and a successful investor. Business owner is you're a producer, or you're producing something, or you have goods and services you are delivering. Business actually doesn't really have to be one having a physical shop. Running online platform, creating online content is a business. So business doesn't really have to be like you must have shop. Once you are providing goods and services, once you are providing value, you have the customers you are supporting, you are creating business for yourself. Things are evolving, things are changing. These days one need to start making a plan in terms of putting himself or her content out there, or putting your business on the map. So investing is key to financial freedom. You can invest in a stock market, you can invest in bond, you can invest in real estate. But all these things really need is you using your savings to do this. I've seen a lot of people. I see a medical doctor here in UK who work with National Health Service, but he moved and developed a system, online platform, where he teach a lot of people how to go into medical school, but also, where he provide value and content to people, and move away from being an employee of National Health Service and, and having his own company. He's running online. So what I'm not talking about here is that one need to develop this mindset that, employee, being in employment, working for someone is not really, I don't think it would lead to someone financial freedom. But you can use that as a stepping stone. You can use that as a platform and make your plan, working and receiving salary there, but also utilizing that your salary you are getting from that employment, and invest into investment portfolio that will generate you a cash flow, generate you a passive income. Generating a passive income is like dividend, because it's an income. Passive income is income you are getting without you getting involved in that. You use your money and invest it in this particular company. That company, if it's a dividend paying company, or company that appreciates in value, you will receive dividend there. Or if you use it and buy a property portfolio as a capital gain, your property will appreciate, but also you are receiving income if you rent it out. Robert Kiyosaki also said that, some people, property can be liability, but also property can be an asset. It's about generating your income, generating income from asset. And what is that asset? Asset is something that, you generate income from. Like a property is an asset. Also having stock or bond, or oil and gas, gold, silver. Okay? So it's about you generating your income from asset instead of working your box off, instead of, working yourself 24/7. And working 24/7, you don't really spend time with your family, you don't see your loved ones. But if you are making investment plan, working hard, whatever you do, use that money you are receiving and invest. You can go into partnership with someone that have the same mindset with you. What actually matters in life is about the plan you are making, the people you associate with, some of the habits you got and want to change and want to make a difference. Investing leads to financial freedom. Evidence is there. But don't be scared of losing money. Investing doesn't really have to involve about money. Like I said earlier, you're investing in that company. If you know that company inside out, know the fundamental of that company, know the technical analysis of that company, reading their financial statement, know inside out, know that company inside out, know the management team. You don't need to panic. Okay? You don't need to panic. So yes, I thought to come in just to speak to you about, how investing is part of really key to financial freedom. Okay, so losing money is not really something that will scare you. Without win, there will be no gain. A lot of successful investors have lost a lot of money before they won massively. It's about education. It's about education, financial education. It's about education, reading books. Read books from people who have, made it in life. People write a lot of books about their careers, how they go about working from 4 days a week or 4 hours a week. So we got 24 hours in a day. You can't really rely on working 9 to 4, being an employee to have financial freedom. One needs to invest. And investing is about money working for you. Your money is working for you, not you working for money, working to get money. But if you invest, right, your money will be working harder for you. And that is where to go. That is where to go. That will lead to financial success. That will lead to financial freedom for you to spend much time with your family, for you not to worry about, for you not to beg money from your family, relative, or from the government, or for you not to rely on government. It's about you creating an income, cash flow income for yourself. But you need to do the needful. You need to do your financial research for the company you want to invest in. You need to do the financial research before you go into invest. It's like a business. Before you start a business, you must have a business plan and see whether that is viable or not. See whether that's their business, what you want to go, whether it's viable. Also check about, whether you can, whether you have the capital to start this business. Who are the consumers? Who are your customers? Where are you gonna transport that business? How are you gonna logistic? How are you gonna transport that business from point A to point B? What is the plan in terms of, what income are you expecting? What problem are you trying to solve? So all these is things you need to check before you venture into business. And the same thing applicable into investment. You need to check all these things. You need to check that company inside out. Check the management team. Check what they are producing. Because every company out there are there to solve a problem. And by solving a problem is where you will possibly generate a dividend or positive or income from it. It's pretty much like a bank, that they're a financial service provider, that they're solving problems, that they're, looking after your money. It's about service you provide to the community. So investing is part of something that will lead to one's financial freedom. Seriously. A lot of people have gone into investing, like I said earlier, lost money, but they won big as well. So this really shouldn't scare you. You should have this mindset as it's a fun, but also that doesn't mean losing doesn't mean that it's a failure. You learn from it. This is how life is. We are all students in life, and you can't just say, okay, I don't want to take that risk. If you don't take that risk, if you don't take that chance, you will be in mediocre. If you don't take that chance, if you don't take that chance, okay, let me put myself out there. You need to take that risk in order to survive, in order to reach his or her goal. Even if you're venturing into business, it's unknown. You can have this plan, I want to go into business, and suddenly things change. But the most important thing is try. If you try, you are better than those who have not actually started. So venturing into business or investing, how to generate a passive income is where to go. It will lead to one's financial freedom. But you need to read book, do a research. Some people are buying property and selling it and flipping it to receive a capital from it. Some people will buy a property today, in 6 months' time they sell it to receive income from it. So it's about you making a plan. Okay, it's about you making plan and also knowing what you want to invest in, knowing what you want to achieve from that. So I thought to come in and speak to you guys about investing is key to financial freedom. A lot of people have talked about, a lot of successful entrepreneurs talk about, they give you plans, they put it in a lot of books, how they grind. As far as the most important thing is enjoying the process. Sometimes I don't go into investing to receive income. I just go there just to grind. Excuse me. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do the video. Alright, thank you for downstairs. Okay?
You're happy, Daddy.
Yeah, I'm happy. Alright, see you. I'm coming. I'll do the video.
Okay.
Alright.
2 minutes.
Alright, yeah. See you. Hey guys, sorry about that. It's just my daughter. What I'm saying in essence is about, like I said earlier, it's about one, really understand that, excuse me. If you don't invest, obviously you will be worried about income. This is the reality. So one need to actually, take that chance, have that faith. Need to take that chance and have that faith. Think about the long run, not about today, not about tomorrow. It's about long run, because that's the key. You can't just working 9 to 5 on daily basis and struggling. But with investing, sometimes I'm here and you will receive a lot. You're surprised you receive a lot that this social amount has was paid into your account. It's it give you a joy, it give you a good goosebump, because it is income that you receive without actually getting involved. It's totally different. The difference is because you something that you sometimes you don't really remember it. You invested in this company and suddenly once you don't check your portfolio every now and then you just glance on it. But if you know that this company is company that will have been there for a long time, you have seen their track record, their management team, and you see that they have been paying dividend for long donkey years, you don't need to panic, you don't need to worry. What you gotta do is just relax. And successful people, what they do is also, when there's a volatility in the market, it gives them opportunity to actually acquire more of that shares, or increase their portfolio. It's the same thing in property market. A lot of people, when there were a crash, property crash in 2008, a lot of people invested in properties. Some people went and borrowed money from the bank and invest. You'll be surprised that once you know what you're doing, you'll be surprised how your financial position will change remarkable. But it's about you making plan. It's about you doing your financial research, doing the needful by following your investment plan, making sure you do all the checks and balances, making sure that see what you want to do, whether it's visible or not. This is where to go. There is no any other way. Hard work is nice, but you need to have your money working for you. You need to have your money working for you. You can't just rely on government or rely on your salary. One need to have multiple sources of income. This is where investing come on board. If you have income from investing, you can have income from real estate, from bond, writing books. If you check all the successful investors, all the successful people, you see some of them will they write a book. Why do they write a book? They write a book to generate a passive income. I'll show you. If you check, this book is by Anything You Want by Derek Sivers, for 40 lessons for entrepreneurs. If you read the book by Robert Kiyosaki, it will tell you that why these people write books. They write books to tell you how they made it in life, how they grind, their process they have been through in order to survive, the process they've been through, what worked for them and what did not. But it's about creating a legacy. It's about giving back. It's about creating value. It's about sharing ideas for other people to see and to follow. Because education is the key here, really. Education is the key. With education, you can make informed choice. With education, you can make informed choice. Sometimes they don't really teach about investing or anything about money in school. This is the reason why one needs to start to teach his or her children from young age. They need to, put some money out by the side for a rainy day and use that money to invest for a long run. And doing the needful, making sure that you study the company inside out before you venture. Not only a company, some people, like I said earlier, some people buy property, some buy landed property. Some people will buy a land and develop it, or acquire some land and get some property developers to join on board. They are doing it. They are not doing it just for fun. They are doing it for business purposes. So guys, I thought to come in just to encourage one out there to, they need to invest. They need to put some money aside for a rainy day. Also making sure that your money work for you. Allow your money to work for you instead of you, because you only got 24 hours and you can't work 24/7. If you are working 24/7, even 12-hour shift, I know it's not easy. You don't spend time with your loved one, you'll be tired, worried, relying on government. So it's really about one making sure that he's making a business plan, also investing, taking that chance, have it as a fun, enjoy the process, not about end result. Enjoy that process. You are better off investing than not to try. You are better off trying than not trying at all. You are better off investing than not actually, than not trying to. If you don't try to invest, you'll be worried, relying on someone to help you, relying on government. But if you invest and make a good and informed choice, you will be generating a passive income. You'll be generating a cash flow that will sustain you. A lot of people generate their income based on asset without working, and that is ultimate goal, where to go. I hope that will be also your goal plan. Having a financial freedom is something that is really remarkable for people who have reached that goal. They go on massive holiday. They spend much time with their loved ones. They're not already worried. They're not worried. Pretty much they are sorted. So guys, I just thought to come in and just to do this video, just to encourage people out there. They need to invest. The reason why investing is also something one need to think about, because you can't really rely on working 9 to 5 for the rest of your life in order to make ends meet. But if you make a real investment choice, that will sustain you and you won't have to worry. You won't worry about much. But one thing to develop, one thing to understand is There is always a volatility in the market, and that volatility shouldn't really be the case. It shouldn't really stop you, pursuing your goal, or stop you from investing or taking that chance. Myself, I have lost a lot of money investing in businesses, but that doesn't mean that it's a failure to me. No, it's a lesson. You know, it's a lesson in life. So without no lose, no gain. Okay. So this reality, this reality is pretty much like in life. One sometimes you need to pass a lot of journey in order to survive. It's a reality. A lot of people go through a lot of tribulations, ups and downs before. So it's about really, staying in there and hanging in there, have a focus, keep going. This is actually where to go. It's about developing this mindset, whatever happens, you need to, your plan, you have a plan and following it. Once there's a volatility, you use that opportunity. Don't dwell on that. Volatility gives you opportunity to increase your portfolio, but it's about generating cash flow, because you can't work the rest of your life. So what other option other than going into investing, even if it's tiny amount of, even if it's little? The good thing about it, even if you have one share in a company today, you are part of that owner. You are part of the ownership of that company, even if it's a 1 cent or £1, if a kobo. Apple, Google, or Facebook. If you acquire one of their share, you are part of you are part of the owner of that company. But you are better off doing this than not to try. You are better off doing it than not trying. There is no quick way. There's no quick way to financial freedom. But I want us to understand, like I said earlier, it's about the process, not about the end result. It's about enjoying the process, doing it for fun. I enjoy the process. I love the grind. I enjoy the process. It's not give me, one thing to understand is, like I said earlier, I want to echo this all the time. If you see your portfolio going down 10%, 20%, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, because unless you need that cash that time, then you incur loss. If you don't need that cash that time, don't worry about it. It's there. As far as you've done the research, you've done all the fundamental, you know the company inside that, you know what you invested in. You don't need to worry about the cynical, of the market, or volatility of the market, or whether your portfolio is going down or not. Sometimes your portfolio might go down also. You already, recover that loss via dividend. So imagine if you got a portfolio 5 years or 10 years, that have been paying you dividend, and if you know the benefit or the idea of compounding, where you receive some dividend and add it back to your portfolio, that portfolio will increase. If we have been doing this all along, so suddenly there's a volatility in the market and your portfolio goes down, you don't need to worry. You just hang in there. That is how to go about it. It's about generating cash flow. You are there in the long run. It's not really, you know the reason why you are there. You are not there just to chicken in and chicken out. What I mean by that is just go in, I want to make a quick buck. No, just hang in there. It's about, educating yourself is about you reading financial statements, about making informed choice. With education is the key. Don't get me wrong, I still got a 9 to 5 job here. I still got, I'm still an employee for National Health Service here, but like I said earlier, it's about using that portfolio, using that platform, also trying to generate income outside that employee column. Robert Kiyosaki will tell you the way to go about it is trying to generate income from business column or investment asset column. So investment, you have asset column, which is your business and or investor. But if you are generating income from employee level or self-employed level, right, that means that 2 columns rely on you present to generate income. That means you need to go to work and show, okay, before you receive an income. The same thing applicable to a self-employed person. You need to go and deliver a service before you receive an income. But if you are into a business, you can have a business and you'll be running. Okay, I want to give you an example, right? I'm a YouTuber, I'm a content creator, I'm online, entrepreneur. But the reason why I'm doing this is just to create value, giving back to people, sharing my knowledge with people. I can just realize, okay, so I don't want to do this, but I enjoy the process. It's not really about the money, but I enjoy the process of helping others. It gives me joy receiving mail or receiving comment from far and wide, from people from United States of America, people I have not, even here in UK, people I have not met at all. It's about me sharing my skills, what I know. I don't know. I'm always a student here, so I don't know all, but I always like to read and research, find information. What I'm telling you is about, things that I'm doing that is helping me. I like the process of reading. I like the process of, doing the research. I like the process of, finding information. I like the process of doing things. I like the process of going through the process. I'm happy doing it, going through the process. I enjoy the grind in entrepreneurship. I might not have a physical shop, but there's so many platforms out there. This is 21st century. So one can create content online. You can write book, can write a biography, you can do a lot of things. You can share, like I said earlier, if you be following me, I got friends, medical doctors here in UK. Some of them have actually, they have content online, and they're not employed any longer. They're gone into entrepreneurship, but they have that qualification. So people have qualification, but still they go and do things differently. A lot of people, practice here, and they go out and they open up a business completely, and from there. But it's good to, have other things you are doing. Don't have only one source of income. One need to, diversify. You need to have multiple income. Share your skills. A lot of people are musicians, but also they have content that are marketing by the side. This is what I'm trying to, echo on this platform. It's not easy. There's no quick way out. But one need to grind. One need to be there in the long run. One need to, really basically, cut down in terms of his, luxurious life, in order to reach his or her goal. One need to, kind of cut down and have a plan that, this is where I want to go. This is the idea. This is where I want to head. I'm heading to. Then, okay, and take it as, okay, this is how I want to reach there. I want to reach to this place. This is my destination I want to reach. But how I'm going to get there is also by working hard, investing, and ultimately I want to generate my income from business owner and investing career. But also receive your income from employee and use it and make a critical and informed choice, make a positive choice that will generate income, whereby you won't really have to rely on yourself going to work or working for someone else in order to generate an income. So this is how investment avenue give one opportunity to financial freedom. It gives you opportunity to spend much time with your family, spend much time with your loved ones, go on holiday. But all these things, you can't do it if you don't have cash to do it. If you don't generate cash to do it, or if you are not into employment, you can have employment, but like I said earlier, use that income you are receiving there also to make a critical investment choice that will be generating a cash flow for you. And once you are generating a cash flow from something else outside your employment, you know that that is where to go, because it gives you much time to spend time with your loved one. It gives you much time to chill and relax. It gives you more time to see your friends. It gives you more time to move around or go on holiday to somewhere else. I used to remember my landlord years ago. He would go on holiday in Spain and stay 2 months, 3 months. A friend of mine, his landlord, Egyptian guy. He lived here. He got a property here in UK, but he lived in Egypt, and every that the money is going to his account on monthly basis. So this is about how to go about it. This is how to go about it. It's about creating investment avenue, investment portfolio that will be generating a cash flow for you, generating a passive income for you, whether you are here or not, whether someone can live abroad and still own property somewhere else. But you need to grind, you need to kind of have this mindset, curtail some of your expenses, work the work before you reap the benefit. You can't just have this mindset, I want to be, so person, I want to be Dangote, I want to be $2, or something like that. But you need to, put that, make that effort, put that, critical ideas into place. Let your idea work for you. You need to put that vehicle to generate that income for you to live like Dangote, or for you to live like $1. Well, someone might say, oh, how can I be Dangote or $1? But you need to start from scratch. One need to start from scratch. It's like I remember when I started a YouTube channel, I have this mind, people were thinking, oh, how am I gonna get to this 1,000 subscribers, or how am I gonna get to 4,000 watch hours? But whether you are massive YouTuber, people that have 11 million followers or 20 million followers, they all have one, they started with 1 followers or 1 subscribers. But what matters is your consistency. You are there, believing in yourself, giving value, giving back. What matters is you believe in yourself, giving back. As far as there's something you are teaching someone, as far as there's skills you are sharing out there, you are not afraid of criticism. You are not afraid. You are open for people to judge you, for people to make a comment, but don't take that as a thing. You just need to develop that courage and put yourself out there. You need to develop that courage. It's the same thing in investment. You need to develop that mindset, develop that courage that I want to do this for a particular reason. I want to do this, whether, because if we don't do it, then you won't know until you try, until you make that leap. you will know whether it work or not. And you making that leap will give you opportunity to say, okay, this is what worked and this is what didn't work. Then you can then rewrite your step or make a tweak, change plans, what need to work. If you are doing things steady and you're not getting the desired result, you can change things. It's the same thing. The same thing into investing. You can make this investment now, and the company goes down, or you're thinking, or the share goes down. You can think, what's going on, what actually happened. But it give you a long-term lesson. You have learned your lesson, and going forward, you will make sure that if there's something that you didn't do before, in that plan you made before, why you got it wrong or something like that, then you do it better the next time. Remember, Edison fell almost 1,000 times before he was able to produce an electric bulb. So a lot of successful people out there, they grind, they fail, they lost money before they won. So you need to put yourself out there, take that risk. And do it as a fun. Don't do it or that I have this mindset that I want to go there just to hammer. Do it that fun. Enjoy the process. Making sure that the money you are putting in there, you are not putting all your eggs in one basket. Try and diversify your portfolio. Diversify your portfolio with investment like stock, bond, real estate to cushion. And when you receive your dividend, try and go into company with good fundamentals, company that inside out what they're producing, company that have track record, have been there for a long run. Then if you receive your dividend, try and put it back. It's the same thing applicable in business. If you're into business, if you're into buying and selling, you can't just receive an income suddenly and go and squash and spend extravagantly. Whereas you need to weigh it, see what is coming in, and cut down in terms of your expenditure. You need to see what is happening and cut down in terms of your expenditure. You need to weigh things up. You can't just be receiving this amount and your expenses is even higher to your earning. So it's about a cash flow quadrant, cash flow, and generating your income from asset column is where to go. You can't rely on yourself working 24/7 in order to make ends meet. We got 24/7 and you can't. I've done it. I work here sometimes 12-hour shift. It makes me really sad sometimes because I don't spend time with my family, something like that. But it's something that needs to be done. But I'm aware of what actually matters is you are aware of it and trying to do something about it. And trying to do something about it, because you can't just stay or say, okay, let me keep doing the same thing whereas you're not generating a result. It's about moving out of using this platform to reach your goal. You have a goal plan. This is where I want to go. This is where I want to go, and how am I going to get there? It's about doing this. I'm here for the time being, but don't take your eyes from the ball. Don't take your eyes off from your growth plan. This is where I want to reach. How are you going to go there? It's about the process, what you are putting, what you are giving back. You need to create an avenue for you to generate an income or cash flow outside you working 9 to 5 or commuting to work or working for someone else or being an employee or self-employed. Robert Kiyosaki will tell you it's about generating an income from business column or investor. Sometimes I have this argument with my work colleague, because if you look life and things, I've seen someone successful employee who are a millionaire. I have not seen someone, a successful employee, who go to work, work 9 to 5 job and reach his or her financial goal, being an employee. I have not. And also mark you that, being an employee, it gives you open that first of all, before you get paid, if it's like here in UK, the government will take national insurance number and tax before you even get paid. So the government will take everything self before you get paid. So being a business owner give you opportunity. It's an avenue. That doesn't mean that I'm promoting for someone not to pay tax or anything like that, but it's an opportunity. Being an investor or a business owner, even here, I remember we are in this pandemic, but what the government did here, Chancellor did, is making sure he look after the business people first before employee. Seriously, they look after business owners, investors before employee, people who work for somebody. Even the business owners actually taking money from the government. Some of them will take this money for their employee, employee. Some might not even give their employee that money they claim from the government. This is to show you that, ultimately it's where to go. It's about going into, investment column and in business column. Employees is good as a stepping stone, but use it as a platform to reach where you want to go. Use this as a platform. This is where I want to go. I'm heading to this direction. And how am I going to get there? I want to use this platform to gain experience, but also use it at, to generate income that you need in order for you to make a critical choice, for you to make that investment goal, or that investment plan that will generate a passive income for you, where you will be receiving an income without you actually actively get involved, without you working. It is possible. People are doing it here. Passive income is about you working or creating a value, creating a content that that will outlive you. Whether you are alive or not, it's still your loved ones will still receive income from it. There's people who are massive. Steve Jobs got Apple. A lot of people who have passed on, but still their investment are still going for moving. But if you are into 9 to 5 job, or going to employee, once that individual have gone, it's gone. But you are into investor. If you invest in a company, that company will be going. He will be going. As far as the record is there that you are part of the owner, you invested in this company. Okay, so guys, I just thought to come in and just to have a chat about how investing is the key to financial freedom. I don't think there's any other way other than one need to keep going, but also read. Education is the key. Education is the key. It's about generating your cash flow from investing or into real estate, and without you actually involved. Okay guys, thank you very much indeed, and stay blessed. I thought to come in and just to have a chat about with you. Thank you. Bye bye.